Used fake documents to obtain the interview with my mother, made lurid and false claims about the royal family, which played on her fears and fueled paranoia, displayed woeful incompetence when investigating complaints and concerns about the programme, and were evasive in their reporting to the media and covered up what they knew from their internal investigation. It is my view that the deceitful way the interview was obtained substantially influenced what my mother said. The interview was a major contribution to making my parents' relationship worse and has since hurt countless others. It brings indescribable sadness to know that the BBC's failures contributed significantly.
I think paranoia it's a very interesting word because, yes, then it could be paranoia, but then when you're vindicated, it proves that you weren't being paranoid. You know, same with my mother. You know, there is evidence to suggest that she was being hacked in the mid-90s, probably one of the first people to be hacked. And yet, still today, the press, the tabloid press, very much enjoy painting her as being paranoid. But she wasn't paranoid. She was absolutely right of what was happening to her. And she's not around today to find out the truth.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Daily Diaries. Today, we will be talking about the upcoming Duke of Sussex's interview for ITV's documentary, Tabloids on Trial, premiering on Thursday, July 25. In a preview released a day before the airing, Harry discussed his reasons for publicly pursuing lawsuits against publications over allegations of phone hacking and other unlawful acts. Prince Harry's relationship with the British tabloid press has been tumultuous, to say the least. Unlike his brother, Prince William, who has largely chosen silence, Harry has chosen a path of open confrontation. He has launched lawsuits, issued public statements, and made his disdain for the intrusive practices of certain publications abundantly clear. This unwavering stance has positioned him as a defender of privacy and a fierce critic of media practices he deems unethical. Harry's vocal opposition to the tabloids stems from a deeply personal place. He witnessed firsthand the devastating impact relentless media scrutiny had on his mother, Princess Diana. The paparazzi's pursuit of Diana was relentless, often crossing boundaries and fueling sensationalized stories. This early exposure to the dark side of fame profoundly shaped Harry's view of the press and fueled his desire to protect his own family from similar intrusions. This protective instinct extends beyond his immediate family to encompass a broader sense of social responsibility. He sees holding the press accountable as part of a larger fight for truth, fairness, and the well-being of those in the public eye. He believes unchecked media power can have devastating consequences, not just for individuals, but for society as a whole.
I've made it very clear that this is something that needs to be done. It would be nice if we did it as a family.
ITV's Rebecca Barry asked Prince Harry, "To what extent do you think your determination to fight the tabloids destroyed the relationship with your family?" Harry replied, "I think that's certainly a central piece to it." He acknowledged that speaking out about his family often results in a torrent of abuse from the press. Despite this, he made it clear that his mission to hold the tabloids accountable is something that needs to be done. "I've made it very clear that this is something that needs to be done. It would be nice if we did it as a family. But we know that's far from possible, because while Harry has decided to openly challenge the tabloid press, other members of the royal family, particularly his father, King Charles, and his brother, Prince William, who quietly received a very large sum of money in a settlement from News Group Newspapers, NGN, in 2020, amid a secret agreement with the royals. Harry, however, has made it clear that he can neither tolerate nor negotiate with media houses that engage in intrusive and damaging reporting.
I believe that, again, from a service standpoint and when you're in a public role that these are the things that we should be doing.
For the greater good. But I'm doing this for my reasons. Harry's commitment to holding the media accountable is his way of continuing to be of service to the public. His commitment to this cause is rooted in his belief that those in public roles should work towards the greater good, even if it means standing alone. Despite stepping back from their roles as senior royals, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have remained committed to public service. This dedication to making a positive impact on the world demonstrates that their decision to step back was not a rejection of duty, but a recalibration of priorities. They are determined to use their voices and their platform to make a difference in the world, demonstrating that public service can take many forms, and that true leadership often means forging your own path. Shortly after stepping back, Harry and Meghan announced they would have no corroboration and zero engagement with 4 UK tabloids: The Sun, the Daily Mail, the Mirror, and the Express, which have pulled apart the lives of many individuals.
Did you feel vindicated?
Yeah, and I did feel vindicated. To have the judge rule in our favour was obviously huge.
Traditionally, the monarchy has adopted a policy of never complain, never explain when it comes to dealing with negative press. During her time as a senior royal, Meghan felt unable to defend herself against media intrusion. The go-to position at the palace was no comment or to ignore stories, and people actively prevented her from responding to stuff that we knew to be untrue, someone said back in 2020. However, Harry and Meghan chose to break with the never complain, never explain tradition, choosing instead to challenge what they see as unfair and inaccurate reporting. Prince Harry currently has 2 ongoing civil cases against the publishers of the Mail and the Sun, both of which deny unlawful information gathering claims. The High Court ruled in December 2023 that Prince Harry was hacked by Mirror Group newspapers, with Justice Fancourt stating that 15 of 33 articles at the centre of Harry's claim were the product of phone hacking of his mobile phone or the mobile phones of his associates, or the product of other unlawful information gathering. In the preview of the interview, Harry said, "To have the judge rule in our favour was obviously huge, but for him to go as far as he did, this wasn't just the individual people. This went right up to the top. This was lawyers, this was high executives, and to be able to achieve that in a trial, that's a monumental victory."
Other victims of hacking that I've spoken to have described the paranoia that it creates. Do you identify with that?
I think paranoia it's a very interesting word because, yes, then it could be paranoia. But then when you're vindicated, it proves that you weren't being paranoid. You know, same with my mother. You know, there was evidence to suggest that she was being hacked in the mid-90s, probably one of the first people to be hacked. And yet, still today, the press, the tabloid press, very much enjoy painting her as being paranoid. But she wasn't paranoid. She was absolutely right of what was happening to her. And she's not around today to find out the truth.
Prince Harry reflected on the paranoia, fear, worry, concern, distrust caused by stories obtained through illegal information practices, including articles about his relationship with ex-girlfriend Chelsea Davy. "There's a big difference between what interests the public and what is in the public interest," he said. "What happens in my private life between myself and then girlfriend is exactly that, between us." Harry also brought up evidence that his mother, Princess Diana, was being hacked in the 1990s, calling her probably one of the first people to be hacked. He noted that despite the press's efforts to paint her as paranoid, she was right about what was happening to her. She's not around today to find out the truth, he said. This greatly differs from what Prince William said.
Interview with my mother made lurid and false claims about the royal family, which played on her fears and fueled paranoia. Displayed woeful incompetence when investigating complaints and concerns about the programme, and were evasive in their reporting to the media and covered up what they knew from their internal investigation. It is my view that the deceitful way the interview was obtained substantially influenced what my mother said. The interview was a major contribution to making my parents' relationship worse and has since hurt countless others. It brings indescribable sadness to know that the BBC's failures contributed significantly to her fear, paranoia and isolation that I remember from those final years with her.
If nothing else, this shows us that Prince Harry has always believed in his mother and still seeks to give her justice.
This is a David versus Goliath situation. The Davids are the claimants and the Goliath is this vast media enterprise. I'm trying to get justice for everybody.
In conclusion, Prince Harry's mission to hold the tabloids accountable is deeply personal and rooted in his own experiences and those of his mother, Princess Diana. This mission has undoubtedly contributed to the rift within the royal family, but Harry's commitment to seeking justice and protecting his family from media intrusion remains unwavering. That was just a taste of the interview. I am definitely looking forward to watching it in full. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more updates. Until next time, stay strong and stay kind.